What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Scale News Update. If you're not familiar with the show, that's where we talk about the news topics that happened in the scale world of RC over the past week. If you enjoy the Scale News Update, hit the like button. Let's jump into this week's episode. First this week from Proline, we've got another teaser of the tough color gray bodies that are coming out. Talked about this a few weeks back, and I think we actually caught it as it popped up on the website before they intended to, because it was actually taken down the next day and now they finally posted the first teaser of it. And they've posted a photo showing the front clip of the Malibu drag body, as well as one of the basher bodies. I think it's the Chevy 3100 body, meant for like the Stampedes and vehicles of that size. But this new stone gray color looks pretty good, and I think it's a nice addition to the line of tough color bodies. Hopefully we see this option added to some of the bodies that we commonly use on the scale side. No information about this has found its way back onto the website, so we won't know specifically if any other bodies are being added yet, but we'll keep an eye out. Then we had a release from Losi this week with a V100 1969 Chevy Camaro. Now, some of that may sound familiar. For one, Losi releasing a Camaro, 1969 specifically, very similar to their drag platform that they recently released. However, the V100 sounds familiar also, but that's because it's previously one of the Vetera cars. It looks like Losi is taking and incorporating some of the Vetera lineup under the Losi umbrella as they decide to finally kill off Vetera for good, most likely. If I was putting my money on the line, I would definitely bet against them doing anything with the old Ascender platform though. I imagine that will be set out to pasture with the rest of the Vetera name. However, the Vetera V100, now the Losi V100, really didn't have a competitor in the rest of the Horizon umbrella. So it makes sense that they brought it over to one of the current brands that they're pushing so that they can continue to utilize the tooling that was developed for that platform. Vetera had previously released a really good looking Camaro body on that V100 platform. Not sure if we'll see any of the old body options come over with this or what the actual deal is going to be. These are already available to be put on order though. So if you were a fan before or you really like this new release, here's an option for you. I'll link to it as well as the rest of today's stories in the description below. Next, Traxxas has finally released the a new Fortec 3.0 with the Chevy C8 body on it. The new Fortec 3.0, a little bit larger in all dimensions than the previous one, so no cross compatibility as far as body options go. Some of the other parts may cross over. I'm sure that's something that can be cross-referenced in the manuals, of course, but new release from Traxxas, not the one I would have thought was coming. At this point, the best info we have is that the Drag Slash is going to be available in May, and I assume that we're just going to see the information roll out with the actual release. So we have 2 or 3 more weeks before we likely see that come to market. Next, JConcepts is finally offering something to you SCX24 fans. Some information was uploaded to the Horizon dealer site with information on 3 new JConcepts bodies coming for the SCX24. There is a Chevy K10 body, a Ford F-150 body, and a creep body. All of these listed as coming soon to the SCX24, but without any photos yet. So I think that this got uploaded a little bit early as far as a dealer option, and the rest of the press release information will probably follow before too long. So we'll watch for that to see exactly what these 3 new bodies are going to look like. And another new JConcepts body that's coming was seen at a drag race this last weekend, and it was shown as the Machine. This appears to be a new drag racing body that's coming out. It was labeled prototype on one of the little tags that they had near the body. This looks like a body that's aimed at being a competitor to something like the Proline Corvette body or the Super J. Those are 2 bodies that are known to be fast. This one probably targeting either of those. Once photos are released of all 4 of those JConcepts bodies, we'll take another look at those and see when we'll be able to get our hands on. Speaking of bodies, you guys remember HPI? They are re-releasing some of their previously very popular monster truck bodies, 2 of which Of specific note, one, the Grave Robber, the old school hearse that used to be available. These were going for huge money on eBay recently. Now they're available again, and it looks like they're even obtainable, not just smoke and mirrors, but HPI is actually shipping these bodies. The Grave Robber is one, the other, the very classic Rubicon body. This was a super popular body in the early days of crawling. This is a TJ two-door style body, fairly large. It fit the normal 1.9 and even some 2.2 tires pretty well. This was a staple of the scale crawler scene in the early 2000s. Cool to see these both coming back in HPI, evidently finding some of their previous molds. RC4WD Drive last week had a bunch of new releases, some accessories, bumpers, sliders, things like that for several platforms like the TRX4, Blazer, and Bronco, as well as their own C2X platform. And then they also had bumpers, sliders, link mounts listed for the cross-country platform with the Black Rock body. However, if you go to their website and navigate to any of these parts and click the cross-country platform that it says it's made for, it gives you a error page, not found. Appears that this cross-country platform with the not a Jeep body on it still held up in some sort of issue. So any of you that did end up getting one of those, you can buy some option parts for it. Maybe that thing's even going to be a collector. Who knows? New this week at Vanquish, you can now pick up the Holy Rings in gold, the color that's being tried out to see how people like it. And also available now are some new Vanquish t-shirts featuring a caricaturized VS410 on the back. So if you've ever been looking for some Vanquish swag, you can now pick some of that up. Then, while searching for scale news this week, I found this new release from Capo, which appears to be their version of scale sleeping bags. We touched a few weeks ago on their $900 1/18th scale crawler. So I'm not 100% sure what their 1/10th scale sleeping bag is going to cost, but I did send an email to ask for the price. So we'll see how that comes back. You can put your guesses down in the comments. I'll be sure to pin a comment with the actual value once I get a reply back. It does appear that it comes with a very scale style drawstring bag, which definitely stepping up the scale sleeping bag game, but I still don't know what to expect for a price. So I'll sit here waiting with bated breath. Also this week, make sure and come join Matt from Scale Builders Guild and myself on Livestream Takeover on Wednesday with our guest. We've got some fun topics to discuss then. Friday Night Live this week, we've got a new kit coming with a custom painted body from RC Patina Guy. There should also be an update on the RC PC this week. So a busy week of videos ahead. But that does it for the news topics for this week. I was trying to come up with this week's question, and then I was looking around my desk and I was seeing cordless power tools sitting around, and got me thinking, what is your favorite cordless tool that you use for RC? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys watching the Scale News Update every Tuesday. Hit the like button if you enjoy these videos, subscribe if you're not already, hit the notification bell so you see the videos as soon as they get uploaded. I hope you all have an awesome rest of the week. We'll see you on the next one.